You're involved in a wrongful death case. You've lost a loved one, and you're going through the process of litigating the case or trying to get a pre-suit settlement. One of the most important things that I could advise to you is to focus on building a relationship with your attorney. The relationship you have with your attorney is going to be a huge factor in the ultimate outcome of your case. You see, it's important that the attorney, when they're advocating for you, when they're negotiating with an adjuster, when they're selling your case to a jury, it's very important that your attorney knows you, that they understand you, that they really see you and feel you as a human being. So that's why it's important as an attorney. What I like to do in every wrongful death case, I like to go to my client's house. I like to look through their photo albums. I like to talk about the stories, hear stories about them and their deceased loved one that kind of illustrate and show me the feeling and the emotion that they have and the loss that they feel. I like to break bread with my clients. It's very important to get know your attorney. So one of the things that I recommend, what I do for my clients is I give my clients a cell phone number or a phone number that they can use to text me. And so they can text me day or night. This number they can text me day or night. I don't necessarily see the text right away, but it's important because when they text me, I want them to use the texting mechanism to act as a journal, to journal their pain and suffering, because it's a very effective tool to send to me details about what they're going through throughout their day as they're experiencing the loss that they have suffered as a result of the loss of their loved one. And so the text message material, it's very useful because, for one thing, any text messages sent between my client and me are privileged communications. And so the defense is never going to be able to see that text message. Now, it's possible if you write just in a journal that the defense may be able to get that journal in discovery. I would fight that if I were, I would fight that if the defense tried to ask for my client's journal in discovery, but it's possible that there's a judge out there that would allow them to see the journal. But text messaging to your attorney is always privileged and confidential, and so the defense is never going to see these text messages unless you want them to. So that's critical. And so the other beautiful part about it is that you can actually do it in real time. So in other words, my client can be texting me about what they're going through and about the emotional pain and suffering that they're enduring as it's happening. And so they can go into as much detail as possible. And those text messages can later on be used to refresh my client's memory so that they really understand later on, if the case goes years down the road, which sometimes they do, they can really go back when they're reading the text messages, they can really understand and go back to where they were so that they can explain it to the jury. They can explain it during their deposition. It's very, very, very helpful as a tool. So, but the other thing that I think is even better about receiving those text messages is it allows me to really get to know my client. And when I really understand my client better and I really understand what they're suffering through, I am a much, much better advocate because I know what they're going through. I feel their pain. And if I can take that emotion and I can transfer it to the insurance adjuster that I'm negotiating with, or if I can take that emotion and transfer it to the jury, then I'm going to get full and fair settlement value or a full and fair verdict for my client's claim. So get to know your attorney. Whatever you do, build that relationship with your attorney. I hope your attorney is focused also on building the relationship with you. If you do that, you're going to have a much better chance at getting full and fair compensation for your claim. My name is Jimmy Fasig. If you have any questions about this or any other topic related to wrongful death, please give me a call, 850-777-7777. That's 850-777-7777. Thank you.